Are you on the sidelines waiting to buy a home, hoping that the market crashes, maybe rates get a little bit better so you can finally find something? Well, here's why waiting on the sidelines can cost you thousands of dollars. My name is seanu Uyehara. I'm a mortgage lender, and I'm helping you understand the ins and outs of everything you need to know when it comes to real estate and mortgage financing. The scenario that I mentioned of literally waiting to buy a house is costing you thousands of dollars. And here's the reason why. This is something that literally comes up almost daily as I talk to folks like you that might be on the sidelines waiting to buy your first house. Well, I broke down a quick scenario because these are some of the things that I feel could make or break your entire home buying journey. And like I said, it could cost you thousands of dollars. So let's take a look. So here are two scenarios. You can buy a house today or you wait to buy. In the first column where we're buying now, I just took an average price of $400,000. We're looking at FHA financing with 3.5% down. Today's interest rate, you'll probably be around 7%, probably paying a point, even with your credit score being over 700. So I get it. A lot of you are on the sidelines simply because of interest rates and where they are. And don't get me wrong, we'd all love to see 3% interest rates like we saw a couple years ago, but that's just not the environment that we're living in right now. So you have to get that thought out of your head first and foremost. The more that you fixate on getting a 2 or 3% interest rate, the more impossible it's going to seem like you're ever going to buy a house in today's market or maybe even in the foreseeable future. So if we were to factor in this home purchase again at $400,000 using FHA financing for someone that had over a 700 credit score, your total monthly payment would be a little over $3,000 a month. This is factoring in your homeowner's insurance, property taxes, and your mortgage insurance. So again, I'm using a rough ballpark for property taxes and insurance, but generally speaking, that's going to cost you about $3,000. And your total cash to close, if the seller paid absolutely no closing costs for you, probably running you about $28,000. Now, when you are waiting to buy your house, because the one scenario that so many of you are hoping for is that interest rates come back down. But the thing I want you to think about is you have to think about how many other people just like you are on the sidelines right now. How many of your friends, family, coworkers wanted to buy a house but didn't, or pulled out of a deal because maybe interest rates were too high, they can't qualify for enough house anymore, and now they're on the sidelines. Think about that for a second. And let's just say for the sake of this video, we wake up tomorrow and interest rates magically drop to 5.5%. Now, what's going to happen if rates drop to 5.5%? Home values are going to climb back up. And the reason is because there's not a lot of inventory on the marketplace. You can see here in this article from MarketWatch, bad news for home buyers. Housing inventory remains low in America's cities and towns. Our company, Geneva Financial, is licensed in 47 states across the country. I'm personally licensed in nearly 20 of them. Most of the real estate agents that I talk to, and even our clients that we're working with, are starting to tell me that they are starting to see multiple offer situations starting to come back on houses that are move-in ready and that they look really, really amazing. So again, if interest rates were to come down, how many of your friends and family are going to get off the sidelines and start looking at buying houses again? And you can look this stuff up online. There's article after article after article that talk about how inventory is down right now. There's not enough homes out there to satisfy the demand. So now if we inject low interest rates back into the game again, home values are going to go up. They're not going to go down. So back to our scenario. So let's just say now that $400,000 house is now worth $450,000. We're going to use FHA financing, again, 3.5% down. And because interest rates have come down, our mortgage payment is now $2,983.40. Two things I want you to focus on is one, the monthly payment. Because a monthly payment at 7% versus the 5.5%, the difference is only $89 a month. It's not even that big of a difference, but that's what happens when rates go down and prices go back up. So many of you that probably missed the boat during COVID, when rates are 2 and 3%, you all saw what happened. You could not just get into your house straight up. You had to pay more than what the house was worth. You had to offer another $10,000, $50,000, $100,000 to get your offer accepted. And I can tell you, if we see low interest rates again, that exact same scenario will happen again. And that's what terrifies me about the housing market. It's because so many of you are hoping for lower rates or for the market to come down. But when that happens, it's going to create more competition. So if you have a tight budget, you don't have a ton of money saved, you're not going to win. It's going to be so much harder for you to get your foot in the door for home ownership. And you're going to have to continue to wait until the market shifts again, whether that be another 5, 7, 10 years before you could maybe even get back into the housing market. And the second thing I want you to look at is the cash to close. We went from 28,000 to 44,000. And the reason why is because when rates come down, you're going to have to come out of pocket with more money to get the house. So this is why when you're sitting on the sidelines, this decision to wait to buy a house is going to cost you thousands of dollars. Now, I arbitrarily picked 15,000. That number could be 5,000. It could be 10,000. It could be $50,000. It doesn't matter what it is, because when rates come down, you're going to have to dig in your pocket to get into a house. This is why this is the big dilemma in the housing industry right now, because I get affordability is not what it used to be. And I understand that with inflation, it makes buying a house, it makes saving money that much harder today. However, if buying a house is a goal of yours, I don't care if it's this year, next year, 5 years from now, the first step that can really help you understand what it's going to take to buy a house is talk to a lender. Reach out to a loan officer to figure out where do you stand today. And just because you get approved, it doesn't mean you have to buy a house today. You can literally go through the process with a lender just to see how much house could I actually qualify for. And that's something that I encourage a lot of our clients to do, because if you're on the sidelines and this is your first time buying, you don't know what to ask. You don't know where to start. And you might be watching these videos on YouTube, Instagram, TikTok, just to give yourself an idea of what you can qualify for without having to talk to a lender. Well, what good does that do for you if the information you're getting is wrong, or maybe you're making your decision based off of a video that was wrong? There's so much bad information out there today that you could be prolonging your home buying experience simply because you went off of someone else's calculations that weren't right. So these are the things I want you to think about if you're on the sideline. And I get maybe right now you can't qualify for the house that you want, but that's okay. We can figure out what price point you need to be at with what interest rate to get you that payment. Remember, buying a house is all about the numbers, and any good loan officer can walk you through those scenarios. They should take the time to answer those questions to give you a solid game plan going forward. And then at that point, if it does take you 6 months or a year to get into your home, at least you know exactly what steps that need to be taken for you to cross the finish line. So don't overcomplicate the housing process. I hope this video shows you that waiting on the sidelines can cost you thousands of dollars, and share this video with any friends or family that need some help getting their foot in the door. And if you are ready to do an application, or you want to schedule a time to talk with myself and my team, hit the description below, give us a thumbs up, and I'll see you on the next video.